More on what to expect and what could be the unexpected. We're going to turn to Chuck Todd and NBC's Kasie Hunt, who's on Capitol Hill. Kasie, let's start with you. This is a test vote today, but it really, in effect, is kind of the whole ball game, and there is a lot of uncertainty, right?
This is make or break for Judge Kavanaugh, although they will have to do an additional vote Saturday if today goes well for him. But this is completely uncertain at this point, and that's very unusual on Capitol Hill. All day yesterday, these three undecided Republicans, Flake, Murkowski, and Collins, were going in and out of that secure room to read this report and came out saying close to nothing. So we still don't know where they stand. And I will say, to the point that Peter was just making, there has been an increasing sense that the temperament and impartiality questions are having an 11th hour impact on this confirmation. It may help explain the op-ed. I've been hearing from Republicans that this may be one of the main concerns of Susan Collins in particular as she tries to decide coming up here in just a few hours.
And Chuck, we've all seen the list now of the waivers, the fence sitters, the people who we feel we don't know what they'll do. Could there be surprises today? Are there other names we should be looking at besides the ones you see there?
Look, the one other person to put on there, and Kasie Hunt's been all over this as well, is probably Cory Gardner. And he put out a statement last night, his office put out a statement last night saying he still supports Judge Kavanaugh. But Cory Gardner's from the state of Colorado. His reelection is in 2020. Another senator, by the way, up in 2020, a Republican that will be in a presidential swing state, is Joni Ernst of Iowa. Both of them are senators that may end up having to deal with this vote in 2 years politically, deal with this vote in a presidential swing state. And particularly with a Cory Gardner in Colorado. Colorado is still a swing state, but it's been an anti-Trump state. There's sort of a difference. Those Republicans have really turned on the president more so than in other swing states here. So, you know, look, some senators vote what they think. Some senators believe they should vote what their constituents think. Keep an eye on Cory Gardner. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. The heads will be counted today. But this Wall Street Journal op-ed, Kasie, I mean, you do wonder who the audience was. Was it the people you cover? Was it the United States Senate? Was it people at home? And what kind of effect is it having there?
I think it has to be the United States Senate. I mean, it's the only audience that really matters at this hour. And again, my sources have been pointing to this as something that was causing last-minute problems potentially for Judge Kavanaugh. Don't forget, he and his team have been in very careful touch with the senators who are going to matter here. Don't think for a second that they are not working this every minute of every day behind the scenes. I will just say, though, Savannah, one thing that I do think is very important here is just how emotional as well this decision is going to be, especially for the women in the Senate. And this has less to do with the op-ed. But I mean, there are protesters behind me. They've been out here in front of the Capitol literally all night long. The women, there were survivors of sexual violence in Senator Lisa Murkowski's office for hours yesterday. They came out of her office crying. And this is really weighing very heavily on, in particular, Collins and Murkowski for those reasons. And I do think it's important we don't lose sight of that.
We'll be watching.
You will. Kasie and Chuck, thank you so much. And a programming note, NBC News will have special coverage of this morning's vote on many of these stations.